Welcome to the show, guys. There's news going on with Cody Rhodes. He was forced to change his name since he departed from the WWE. Let's get into the news, guys, of WWE Cody Rhodes forced to change his name. When Cody Rhodes left the WWE, he was under bad circumstances. Cody Rhodes made strong comments after leaving WWE about a pair of writers, one of which had said which was more interested in chasing divas than he was about writing good storylines. Cody also posted a photo of a piece of paper with names that he also wanted to wrestle and would get the chance to. Now he was out of the WWE. You know, it should not be. I don't understand why people are doing this stuff and why they're chasing why these writers are chasing the divas, man. I don't understand why this stuff is happening, why this stuff is taking place in the WWE backstage, behind the freaking scenes. And this stuff is happening. This should not be happening, ladies and gentlemen. And Cody Rhodes is one heck of an awesome performer. One awesome good guy in the ring. The people love him. The fans love him. Everybody supports Cody Rhodes. I love Cody Rhodes. But WWE didn't see nothing in this guy. This guy was going downhill for a long time. The whole Stardust character. I like the Stardust character. I will say that. I did love the Stardust character. It was over. But there was, Cody Rhodes was frustrated because, he didn't want to do that no more. He didn't want to do the whole Stardust gimmick and character anymore. He wanted to go back to Cody Rhodes because that's where he felt like he was doing better. And I strongly understand where Cody Rhodes is coming from, because Cody Rhodes was, I like the Cody Rhodes, man. I like Cody Rhodes. But I also love the Stardust because it was something different for Cody. He's never done it before. The whole dash in Cody Rhodes, I didn't like it. But I can understand why the WWE did it. However, Dave Meltzer reported on Wrestling Observer Radio on Monday that Cody Rhodes will have to wrestle in upcoming matches without using his name. So Cody Rhodes cannot use his name now. So what's next for the WWE? The whole damn Rhodes family, Dusty Rhodes. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, baby. Dusty Rhodes. The All-American, Dusty Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes cannot use his name. Cannot use his name at all because they own the Cody Rhodes name. They own it. Now we got a lot of probably pissed off fans out there saying, "Oh, how does WWE own the Cody Rhodes name?" WWE did not create Dusty Rhodes. Oh, heck no. No way did WWE create Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. There's no way they did that. And that bothers me as a fan, that they own Cody Rhodes' name. They own that name. That's what makes me mad. Okay. So Rhodes' real name is Cody Runnels, which a lot of you guys know that's his name. A lot of people out there know that's his name already. While his father owned all the right to the name, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, it was the WWE who requested that he use the name Cody Rhodes to play off his dad's fame. Because of that, the WWE owns the name Cody Rhodes, and they are blocking Cody from using the name since he's not with WWE. No matter if he goes to TNA, it doesn't matter what promotion this guy goes to, he can't use the Cody Rhodes name. The guy can't use it. So now what does he do? What does he create now? What's he think of in that brain of his? What is Cody Rhodes gonna do now since he can't use his name now? He's going to have to change it. He's going to have to change it. That's what's going to go on. Okay. Now, I understand, I understand that Cody Rhodes has done a lot in the WWE. He has done a lot of good things in the WWE. I will say that. But I really feel that Cody Rhodes could have been used a lot, could been used a lot way better than when he was in the WWE. There's a lot of more things that he could done in WWE. I loved Cody Rhodes. I was a fan of him. I thought he was one heck of a hard worker. Always bust his butt all the time to be the best, to get in that ring and do what he loves to do, and that's perform for the WWE fans, for the wrestling fans, for the wrestling universe around the world. That's what Cody Rhodes believed in, was entertaining us fans, whether we booed him, whether we hated him, whether we loved him, whether we did not like the man. We knew Cody Rhodes was the best for him, and he did it for his dad. And then the whole thing that WWE did for the Rhodes Battle Royal at NXT, phenomenal. The whole the thing they did, it's really tall, man. The Dusty Rhodes statue, it's like really, really tall. And that was awesome that WWE did that for his father. Cody Rhodes is actually writing a book. If you guys don't know about it, Cody Rhodes is actually writing a book right now for his father, about his father. I definitely want to get it when it comes out. Cody Rhodes is working on it. This name's come on the heels of the news that Cody will be heading to Ring of Honor and TNA Wrestling Impact. I really don't want him to go to TNA Impact Wrestling. I'd rather see him go to Ring of Honor or Lucha Underground. Let's go to Lucha Underground. John Morrison is over there. Rey Mysterio is over there. And actually, John Morrison is doing really good at Lucha Underground. I've been hearing nothing but great things about Johnny Mundo. That's his name down in, Lucha Underground. And I've been hearing nothing but great things about him. He's another good performer. I just don't think that he will be treated good in TNA Impact Wrestling. I don't. I think he's not going to do good over there. I just don't see a huge success with him with TNA. But I do see it. I really have a good feeling about Ring of Honor. I do. I think Ring of Honor can really make this guy even a bigger star. Even though he's a big star right now, guys, he could do so much better, 10 times better over at Ring of Honor than TNA Impact Wrestling. So now WrestleZone, they reported that Rhodes would not only wrestle in 2 promotions, but they won't require him to do so under contract. However, both Ring of Honor and TNA Impact Wrestling have nationally broadcast television shows. So that likely why the WWE is stepping up now to prevent him from capitalizing on a name they own the rights to. They own the name. This is something that has rubbed Dave Meltzer the wrong way. Meltzer said, to me, it's like they may have the legal rights, but it feels so unfair to me that he's not going to be able to use the Cody Rhodes on television, the name, because they own the name, and it just feels like they did not create Dusty Rhodes. Cody Rhodes never worked for anyone but WWE, so he had no prior usage, but it's like the freaking Rhodes name goes back 50 years in this business. And he's a member of that family. And WWE did not create Dusty Rhodes. They did not come up with the Dusty Rhodes name. By the time he got there, Dusty Rhodes was one of the 3 biggest attractions in the country before he got there in the first place. It's all from Meltzer. That's what Meltzer says. Now, going back into the news, Cody Rhodes has already wrestled since leaving the WWE and was allowed to use his name. He battled in PWG's Bola over the weekend, beating former NXT star Sami Callihan in the first round and then losing to Marty Scurll in the second round. Scurll went on to win the tournament, which made Rhodes lose. That helped him put over the younger star. Cody also wrestled Samuels Jr. at Evolve 66, and then he lost to Chris Hero the next day. He also wrestled matches against Mike Bennett, Kurt Angle, and Sammy Shows as well. Never fought Kurt Angle, man. Cody Rhodes has also another match scheduled against Kurt Angle while the head of Ring of Honor in TNA Impact Wrestling. As the Inquirer previously reported, released photo of the names he wants to wrestle. That includes Bola, Kurt Angle, Chris Hero, Mike Bennett. Cody also cut a promo on Evolve as a company that actually has working agreements with the WWE. There are names that he can wrestle in Ring of Honor and TNA Impact Wrestling, included Adam Cole, Dalton Castle, Moose, and the Young Bucks, and Trevor Lee. He has also put down that he wanted to get into the streamers thing. The Ring of Honor fans love to throw into the ring at famous and popular wrestlers. With that said, Cody Rhodes could wrestle 6 of the men that he had on his wish list during his Ring of Honor and TNA Impact Wrestling appearances. The only names he would still need to get is Payback, Shibata, and Roddy Strong. Many wrestlers go to WWE. Dirty rumors state that Strong is headed to WWE. Cody Rhodes still has some wrestlers to face off against, and he is also planning on moving into acting. He wants to be an actor. And appearances on Arrow this season with his friend Stefan Amell. So Cody Rhodes is going to be on Arrow. Nice. Guys, thank you all for tuning into the show. The article will be in the description for you guys below. Hit that red subscribe button for me, guys, to get more long episodes, guys, like this all the time by clicking that red subscribe button for me. Also, hit that thumbs up for me, guys, as well. Articles below in the description for you guys below as well. Thank you all for tuning in to Wrestling Talk Show's Creative Conversation, guys. I will see you on the next show, guys. See you later. Subscribe.